Hi guys, welcome to the Sleepover Pod. Working title, we're not really sure what it will be called, I guess. But in case you're unfamiliar, my name is Loey. This is my bestie Grace. And we have spent the entirety of our, what is it now, like 6-year friendship
as old as these babes.
As well. Oh my god, that's right.
Yeah.
We became besties right around them. We have spent so much of our friendship having sleepovers, and there have been more than one occasions where I have looked at you and thought, we should actually just make this into a podcast. I mean, it's fun. Like, you have a sleepover with your bestie, you hang out, you talk all night, you make crafts. So welcome to whatever this is, where every single week we are gonna hang out with you guys. Sometimes we will just chat and sometimes we'll make crafts. Today we decided making friendship bracelets. It's our very first episode, so consider it like a symbolic friendship bracelet, us with all of you. Okay, wait, are these even? Kind of. They might be a little bit long. Oh, I cut you one. I cut it for you. It's been pre-cut.
All the girls are girls.
We were just talking about earlier today the time that we got absolutely blitzed on Hollywood Boulevard at 10 a.m. That's honestly a tidbit of the story that I had forgotten. We had gone on a Hollywood tour with Maxine, or for the film Maxine. I was doing work with them. We're in Hollywood. It's so early, and we kind of thought, like, let's have a little Hollywood day.
Yeah.
You know, you live in you live in LA, and it's like after a while you forget about all the fun touristy tidbits, you know? Sometimes you just have to garden a little bit before going into the wax museum, except it was honestly the worst. I fear the worst mistake we've ever made. I have never, first off, you walk into the wax museum, if you're unfamiliar with this, Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, at least the one in Hollywood, I'm sure they do this everywhere, they immediately want to take a photo of you, like against a green screen, you know, whatever. They're gonna put you on Jaws. I really don't know.
Oh no, they're like, be quirky. I was like, what if the dinosaur was coming at you?
They want us to take our picture so badly, and we were like, no, thank you. And they said, are you sure? And after a while, they kept asking, and I had to just look at them and be like, I am so high. Like, I really can't do this right now. And I knew that we were cooked then. They laughed so hard. I knew that we were cooked because right after that was Kylie Jenner's wax figure. For some reason, that's in the, like, the entrance.
And Tom Cruise, who I'm already deathly afraid of.
Oh, wait, really?
Oh,
I mean, understandably.
His tooth is in the middle of his mouth. Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
And he's in the Illuminati.
Okay, he's in Scientology, which I think is arguably worse than, you know, his dental records. I also have slightly lopsided teeth, so I feel
No, this is different.
a little, I kind of understand him a little bit. We connect in that way and on absolutely nothing else. I think my color scheme right now is going to go purple and pink.
I'm doing purple, pink, and blue.
Oh my god, cute.
Okay, so I was feeling a little Polly Pocket because, like,
Yes.
we've had these beads for a while and we've made stuff with them before and they're so cute. I knew that, but I'm seeing things I haven't seen before.
Like, organize them out. And
They're just so cute, and I just want to put them in my mouth so bad.
They do look pretty tasty. I will give you that.
A bead I didn't want to put in my mouth, although this one does kind of look like it's just like a 6-sided butthole.
You know what? I'll give you that.
So
we'll insert a photo. We get into the wax museum. And almost, I would say the minute that we get out of the elevator, you get into an elevator, there's like mirrors. I was looking in those and I was like, okay, maybe this was not my best idea, but I was okay. I was all right. And then we got out of the elevator into, oh wow, are you gonna make a friendship bracelet? You get into the actual museum and it's just wax figures everywhere. There's like Elton John, The Rock, everybody. I think The Rock might have been the first person that I saw. She just really liked your shampoo, I guess. We see him and we had the exact same reaction. I kind of just looked at you the same time you looked at me and I was like, oh, thank God, because this is the single scariest experience of my entire life. We were not, okay, we were that high. I was gonna say
no,
we weren't that high. We were pretty high.
But a diva off of Uncanny Valley diva off.
That's actually the perfect tagline. I do think of it quite fondly now, but I cannot emphasize enough. In the moment, there was absolutely nothing funny about this. We were not
genuinely
laughing.
petrified. No, like actually terrified. On the verge of crying. Why did we do this?
Like, am I going to get out of here in one piece? Not because the wax figures are going to kill me, but because I may start hyperventilating on the floor. I really don't know. We got to like the horror section with the coffin and stuff like that, and the Nosferatu isn't there. Bounce on it. You must bounce on it. But like Dracula is there, and they have like that little like poltergeist section and stuff like that. We got there, and that was about the point that I was like, okay, I'm actually genuinely quite frightened. Yes. It stopped being, I'm a little jumpy, this is a little awkward, like, and started being, oh, this is the end. Like I said, I think that I look back on it quite fondly. Like, it's one of my favorite experiences with you because it was such a bonding moment. It really was just straight fight or flight. And I feel like we did neither. We kind of just froze.
Oh, no, we did neither.
Much like the wax figures, we froze. You guys may know us from our previous work. Generally just going to movies together and making fun TikToks together when we went to Japan and Korea last year, which was literally like our dream vacay. It really was the trip that made it out of the group chat, but the group chat is just us.
Yes, 1,000%.
Because we don't have any other friends.
And thankfully so.
No, I know. It was so much fun and genuinely the best. It was almost 3 weeks that we were there. We extended our trip. It was so much fun. And we made friends. And like, we really wanted to go back. And honestly, also, the little bit of content that I did post from that trip, you guys loved, like plus size shopping there. We did so much more than that we really did not record at all. So if there's anything that you guys, I don't know, think we should do or think we should try, let us know because we're going back quite soon. What was your favorite part of that trip, actually?
My favorite part of that trip was definitely the night in Shinjuku.
That was a fun night.
I mean, there were layers to that.
There were layers to Shinjuku night one. And the only real night, because we tried to go out again the next night. I think we went out on a Saturday, not really realizing, get in there, Moo. She's giving herself a petty. We went in there not knowing what to expect. It was on a Saturday. So random. Oh my God, I'm on autopilot. You plan yours out.
Because I feel like it's too chunky right now.
I understand.
The beads are too big.
You have to really space it out. I actually think I might split these up. I haven't fully figured out where I'm at yet. I kind of just got into a trance. Anyways.
The way you're moving. I mean. Yeah, that night was interesting.
That's how I felt that night.
I don't.
That's exactly how that night felt. We go out. Right. Number one, we had to like peel ourselves off of the ground. I don't remember why this day was so hard, but we were so exhausted. It was after Osaka, wasn't it? So we had just come back from Osaka.
Yeah.
So we had taken a 3-hour train to Osaka, stayed for a day in Osaka to go to Universal Studios Japan. So fun. Oh my God, it was so fun. And we got to see the Jaws. We got to go on the Jaws ride.
Crazy.
That was bounce on it. Crazy style because they don't even have that here anymore.
No, that MRF was new. That was a scary animatronic.
And
I love an animatronic. And a shark.
I got in trouble for filming on that ride.
There was that time that I fell in an absolute in the shower. Wait, you remember when I had that huge bruise on my arm?
No.
Yes.
Wait.
I fell. Okay, in the hotel room, in Shinjuku.
Okay.
We got on the Japanese YouTube. We found that little J-pop group that we were like, they are so cute, they are so diva. And then as Tauruses, as we do, we were like, maybe we should stay in bed. We were like, no, we're in Japan. Like, we're gonna go out. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna force myself to shower.
The hotels in Tokyo are really small. And you think you've seen a small hotel room, and then you're in Tokyo, and you're like, oh, this is different. Like, we kind of lucked out for the majority of our trip too. We had gotten pretty big hotel rooms, and then this hotel in Shinjuku that we were in while we were, going out and stuff was so tiny. It was actually just bed. And I don't even have any photos because it was such a mess because it was just beds. We had nowhere to put anything.
That's when I lost my brush, R.I.P.
R.I.P. to everyone.
But I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get in the shower, and I fell, and like, you don't remember my arbor?
Oh, great heavens!
Okay, wait. Make sure you send me that so I can
Then
put it in for that.
documenting it like the whole rest of the trip. I just kept taking pictures of my arm bruise, and I got like emotionally attached to this arm bruise.
I
like
forgot.
a freak.
Actually, it's so much more impressive thinking about like, oh, it wasn't even that we didn't want to go out. You were injured. You were injured in the process. That's actually diva down, and you didn't let it keep you down.
No.
It's actually pretty impressive.
And thank goodness, because that was like the freaking night.
We learned that you can drink on the streets, so we went to 7-Eleven and we got some drinky drinks, and it was honestly,
And that's all that happened at 7-Eleven.
that's all that happened.
That's it. Nothing else happened.
Well, the way you say that, it makes it sound like, I don't know, we were like throwing ass at the 7-Eleven. Like, low key though, literally 7-Eleven food in Japan is so good. I would shake some ass. Yo, 7-Eleven food is, I miss 7-Elevens in Japan specifically so bad. I also love the convenience stores in Korea.
Oh, the see you tomorrow or see you soon or what is it?
I want to say see you next Tuesday, but that's not
No,
right.
that's what I was gonna say too. But that's a bad word. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you. That's right. There were like 2 days maybe where we did not eat breakfast from a 7-Eleven. Like we ate breakfast every single day from a 7-Eleven because it was just so easy. It was so cheap.
I forgot. Okay, so this is my first time wearing wigs. Will
Will you wear wigs?
Then will you wear wigs? This is my first time wearing a wig because I have no hair.
You have great hair, but
Thank
this
you.
wig literally looks like your hair if it was like perfectly styled
Perfect.
all the time. Like the bangs
Yeah.
were, and that's the thing about a synthetic bob wig is
You
it
should know
will.
this too.
You, this is the thing, and you should know this too. No, it looked really good. I mean, I know it was your first time wearing a wig. I thought it looked really good, but I think I know what you're about to tell them.
Yes. I felt so diva down, like, oh, I have hair now, nobody can stop me.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even realize that we had, because that's such a big thing in Asia, they just party all night. There's no like 2 a.m., 4 a.m. closure. You party all night. People are still buying tables at the club at like 8 a.m. So the sun was coming up. All of these lovely older Japanese people that are just trying to mind their own business, go to their job, and they see us. They have to deal with us in the middle of the street. Stumbling back to our hotel at like 7 a.m. I wasn't used to wearing wigs. I'd absolutely had enough. I just ripped my wig off in front of this whole group of people and then proceeded to walk all the way back to our hotel
Without the wig on.
without the wig on.
But here's the thing, is it just looked like your hair, so it really wasn't that startling. Like, if I had taken off my wig, I would have been actually visibly bald.
Maybe Tokyo. Just walking down the street with my wig.
You know what? I actually told this story on stream the other day, where I thought you were going with this, was, do you remember we were outside of that 7-Eleven, we're having our little drinky drinks,
I very much.
and and that group of people that we became friends with walked up to us, and the guy looked at you and said he loved your wig, and it was such a weird moment because you were like, oh my
Clocked.
god, you clocked me, I've never been clocked
As if it's
before.
not literally plastic. As if it didn't look like Barbie hair because I paid $20 for it.
So
Clocked. But I'm shocked. But I'm gagged.
He's also a gay man, so it wasn't like
He knew.
nobody else said a single word. But
Shout out Adrian.
shout out to Adrian. Honestly, he probably will watch these, knowing
I
him.
see.
I look at him and I'm like, oh my god, I'm also wearing a wig. It was my black one with the
Yes.
highlights, which
the
is
one.
30 inches
Yes,
of hair
the
that
one.
absolutely is growing out of my head. And I look at him and I'm like, yeah, I actually am wearing a wig too. That's funny you didn't clock that. And he said, oh, I did. And
I forgot about that. But I remember being like,
and he was right. My lace was like not on my head. Like he
I
was
would've-
right. He was completely right. It was the single most humbling experience of my entire life, I think. I think about that and him pretty regularly.
I just can't. There is nothing like walking into a 7-Eleven at 3:30 a.m., buying a bottle of soju, and strolling the streets of Shinjuku drinking the soju. America, wake up.
So, I mean, there's so many stories we can tell you about from that trip that maybe will come up in other videos, but really and truly, the thing that's so exciting about this is now you're gonna come with us. You best believe we'll be filming in Korea and Japan this time. We didn't address the elephant in the room, which is our matching hoodies.
Oh, these divas?
Oh, this old thing?
Oh, these J-Hope on the stage tour hoodies?
We saw J-Hope while he was here. And it was so good. Oh, I was like, something about this is wrong, and it's because I didn't do an even amount of beads. I should be a little more like you. I'm sitting here like I'm almost done. We've been to a lot of concerts together. I think I've been to more concerts with you than anyone else. Some of the peak ones being the Taylor Swift Eras Tour in August of 2023. Ew. But our show was one of the shows that made it into the Eras Tour movie, which is kind of cool.
That's right.
That happens to us a lot, actually. The tour documentaries for concerts that we go to together tends to be weirdly the city that we were in. And granted, we're in LA.
Yeah,
but
I understand we're in LA, but there's also multiple shows.
Yeah.
Things like that. Being at J-Hope was really cool because of where our seats were, and we ended up being right against the control station. So everything that was about to happen, or everything, like all of his costume changes, everything, we got to hear it. Preemptively.
We both avoided spoilers for the tour as much as you can. It's really cool that concert culture has become something like, even if you'll never go to a show, you can get multiple angles of a tour and literally see every single...
In triple HD 4D IMAX, babe.
Because why are the girlies taking the craziest concert videos I've ever seen in my entire life? The streets say that it's like a Samsung phone, which, I'm sorry, it's not happening.
No, I don't believe that.
I do believe that they're actually better phones, but unless Samsung themselves puts one in my hand. Samsung, I'm open to the idea, if you're watching this. He's so weird. He's like if a cat was like a mythical creature. I feel like I take pretty decent concert videos, you know,
yes,
and
you do.
we always have pretty good seats. But I don't take concert videos like the girlies on TikTok. The girls on TikTok, you guys really are keeping me alive some
I
days.
applaud. Thank you.
The short and sweet tour literally didn't go, but you best believe I was tuned into
We should have.
every single video. We avoided that though for J-Hope. So we didn't really know what was going to happen, and at one point he went off the stage. J-Hope off stage, no longer on stage. He's like, goodbye. We were kind of like, oh, is he actually gone? He did not make it clear he was coming back.
No, he did not.
And many people started leaving. Like a lot of people started leaving. But because we were sitting right in front of the like stage, I don't know what you call it, the control
Yeah,
part?
just like the control panel, I guess, is what I would call it. I don't know.
And when we got the tickets, I looked at that and I was like, I wonder if the sound will be really crazy. You know, like, I don't know if the speakers are there or what. I don't really know how that stuff works. But no, they were fantastic. It was so fun.
And that's the night that Cat's Eye was there.
That's right. And everything was gnarly.
And everything was gnarly.
Guys, I actually know where the lyrics of that song came from. And it was that night. No, did you know it was written by this diva?
Yes, actually, I saw that.
Alice 916 on TikTok, who has a lot of really good music, actually. I was going down a bit of a TikTok rabbit hole with her after I found out that she wrote the song that was gnarly. But no, yeah, Cat's Eye was there, which is also kind of a fun part about going to LA shows, is sort of the celebrity watching. I always find it so interesting and like, they were at my show, you know?
Yeah.
Like bragging rights. We thought it would be kind of fun for this podcast to wear cute matching pajamas, though, like in our episodes. We decided this would be the first. Because we're Tauruses. I don't know if we've said that yet. I mean, you guys know this. Grace's birthday is in April, and then mine is in May. You're like the beginning of Taurus season. I'm the end of it, which I think is so symbolic.
Yes.
But we are Taurus girls. We like to
Could not
sleep.
be more stereotypically Taurus, yeah.
Yeah. We're sleepy. We're stubborn. We're sleepy.
Did I mention that we take a lot of naps?
Did I mention that, like, if we could just stay in our pajamas 24 hours a day, we would?
We would.
I oftentimes will hear people say, stereotypes about Tauruses aren't true. Are you actually a Taurus, or is it just that we're Taurus sun, Taurus moons? Like, there's Taurus in our entire charts.
That's true. I don't know. I feel like all of the Tauruses I know are pretty...
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Diva down. Who can say where the road goes? Yeah, I don't understand when people are like, the stereotypes aren't true. Yeah, is it just because we're really, 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 really Taurus-y? Do we have more traits than the average Tauri?
Taurosophagus. I don't know, but I do know that Tauruses are always the T.
And a Taurus woman in particular. I don't
Yes.
really know about a Taurus man. I don't know about a man in general.
Either.
But that's neither.
And
here
I
nor
don't
there.
want to.
Literally I think that our idea for this podcast was just, what if we hung out and filmed it? Because we have so much fun. So what if other people have fun with us?
Yeah.
Oh, it would be cute if, like, when we do our crafts, if you guys ever want to do them with us. Oh my god. That would be so fun. You said you've been collecting this thing of beads for like 10 years.
Yeah. Pretty much anytime I've ever
Wow.
gotten a bead, I've just put it in this tin. It just replenishes itself.
I actually don't know if they've been able to see these beads the entire time. Now that I just did that. I
Sorry,
don't think
Diva.
they could. Sorry, guys.
The wax thing was really crazy though.
Yeah, we kind of got away from that a little bit fast. I really cannot begin to express to you how deeply traumatizing that is.
I was electric chair, babe. I was so fried.
Yeah.
Fried. I was electric chair.
Yeah. And it was so early and we hadn't eaten anything and it just hit us like a damn bus. Like,
We did get that hot pot place after and it was like not.
yeah, I
Diva boobs.
remember
It was not
that.
Diva boobs.
I remember that hot pot place because I remember I asked for soju and they gave me like vodka. Like straight
Ew!
vodka.
Wait, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was disgusting.
We actually ordered Korean food before we started this. So we're gonna have our soup. God, you know what? And a Taurus loves a soup. I'll say
Taurus
it.
loves a soup. A Taurus loves a broth.
A Taurus loves to sip.
Yeah.
Loves a bev, a broth.
A dirty bev. Shout out that hot
you-
girl on TikTok.
You watch her.
Oh my gosh, she's so hot. Yeah, I love her.
Every single time that I open up my TikTok and she goes, savory girls, I'm like, I'm home.
Yes.
I'm not even a savory girl. Yeah? Do you like a Bloody Mary?
I love a Bloody Mary. I love a martini, as filthy and
Really?
disgusting, as dirty as you can possibly make it.
I didn't know this about you.
I would, when I was little,
Uh-huh.
I was such a salt girl. My parents were very good about kind of like mediating what we ate, like not being helicopter parents about it, but picking healthier options.
Sure.
So I felt deprived. I wanted to pour a whole can of salt into my mouth and
Oh.
just let it dissolve. So I
Uh-huh.
used to sneak spoonfuls of butter. I would go into the fridge. I would sneak a spoonful of butter out of the butter thing and I just put it in my mouth and I just let it melt and I'd suck on it like a freaking disgusting psychopath. And my mom found out and she wanted me to stop doing it. So her strategy to get me to stop doing it was to tell me that if I had too much sodium, my butthole would close up.
Oh my god. Yo, that's actually so scary.
Right?
Did you stop?
Oh, it worked. I stopped.
Yeah.
And then you know what? I never really thought about that not being true. I just like grew out of eating the butter like that, never thought about it not being true. And then I remember being in like 8th or 9th grade and being at like the school cafeteria and one of my friends was like eating a salt packet or something and I was like, you should not do that because your butthole's gonna close up. I'm like genuinely concerned for this person. I'm like, your butthole's gonna close up. If you have too much sodium and then you're not gonna be able to, you don't even
Diva.
wanna know.
Diva.
Stop it.
Get that out of your mouth.
You're better than this.
This isn't you.
This isn't you. Your butthole's gonna close up, and then what are you gonna do?
You're not gonna have a butthole. Like, then what? I think that's actually a very funny lie to believe. I remember, this is actually such a dorky thing that my parents had to do this for. I read constantly as a child, which is so funny because as an adult, it really, like, I have to be pretty conscious about like my reading habits. Otherwise, I will not get my eyes off my phone. When I was a kid, because I would read all of the time and not do my chores and not like do nothing, my mom and dad told me that if I read a book too much, the words on the page would disappear. And I was like, this surely can't
That's
be so.
diabolical.
This surely, not with my Lemony Snicket series of unfortunate events.
I
series.
love that series.
But like, that's how bad it was that my parents were actively discouraging me. I think that's really funny, actually, in hindsight. But that's probably the funniest lie I believed from my parents. And I believed it for like an embarrassingly long time.
Yeah, did you ever mention it to anyone? Did you
No.
ever tell anyone their butthole would close with me? Too much sodium? Thanks, Mom.
That was, I think, a truly unique experience.
Here's a good question. What is your Hannah Montana milk pillow moment?
Hey, I can't believe the Hannah Montana milk pillow came up. We actually talked about it earlier because I was saying how Hades will leave his toys outside and then it'll rain. And he'll bring them in and they're just soaking wet and disgusting.
Nice and sloppy.
I don't have anything like that. Maybe if you give me your example, I'll think of mine.
It's definitely not as iconic,
As
and
Hannah
I'm using
Montana.
that word in an interesting way.
Uh-huh.
But it's not as iconic as that. There was a girl I was friends with growing up that she had one of those toy, like, microwaves that you would actually, like, rotate and, like, make the noise and light up and everything.
That's fun.
We used to turn it on and, like, throw it in her brother's room and pretend that it was... But this same friend, we were in elementary school. I went over to her house one time and she said, do you want to see something crazy? She lifts up her pillow. There's a little box under her pillow and she takes the lid off and there's a toenail in it. Like a whole toenail.
Oh, like clean ripped off.
Like a perfect toenail. Obviously, my first question is, whose toenail is this?
A valid initial thought.
Where did you get this whole toenail? It was a big toe. She's like, oh, it's mine. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I have to go. What do you do? What do you do when your friend shows you a box and there's a toenail in it? And she's like, oh, don't worry. It's mine.
Like her prized possession.
Oh, she's like, I went to sleep the other night. I woke up. My toenail was off. My big toe. I looked in my bed. I found it. So now I'm just going to, like, keep it. Now I'm 26 years old. I've lived my whole life in utter fear because of this one instance that I'm going to wake up and my toenail's going to be off. It's like when people have bad dreams about their teeth falling out.
Oh my god.
I have dreams about my toenail falling off because this diva, when I was in, like, 4th grade, just had to say, do you want to see something crazy?
Do you think she still has it?
And it was a toenail. Honestly, yeah.
You think she still has it? It's like, is there some kind of, like, I don't know, like toe fairy going around? Kind of don't like that.
Not the toe fairy.
I am a little concerned that her toenail just fell off in the middle of the night. I won't lie to you.
I think I have too much trauma with feet between that and dating a person that had a foot fetish.
Ooh. With that being said, we have finished our friendship bracelets. I will show you guys a close-up. I always make mine a little bit too big, but I also really don't like them being super tight, so I don't really mind it. Mine is just, I guess, in colors that make me think of this podcast.
Yeah.
Yours is specifically for our friends who are watching this episode.
Sleepover Podcast.
And I guess that's our first episode. Oh, I'm so emo. That was so fun. If you guys enjoyed, then make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on our weekly episodes. Follow us on TikTok for bite-sized Sleepover Pod adventures. I can't get over the fact that we're doing this. I'm so excited. It is actually like my dream to just have fun with you every single day of my life forever. And that's like what I do already. But the fact that now we get to do it with people and like we get to do it just together makes me so happy. I'm so happy. Anyway.
And what do you like to do at sleepovers? What do you like to talk about?
Yeah.
This is all our sleepover now.
It's all
Once
our
a week,
now.
we're having a sleepover.
And so if you guys have craft ideas, if you have any like requests, anything like that, then make sure to leave it down below. But that is going to be it from us. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
I hope you've never seen a toenail
I hope you never see a toenail.
detached from its toe.